All right. Today we're going to be opening some conspiracy. Conspiracy. First time we've ever done a opening video. So let's inspect the box first and foremost. By the way, it's Chubby opening half of this.
Yeah.
And Atkst is going to open the other half of this afterwards.
Yes, I shall. I'm going to open this right now.
All right.
So
actually, yeah, let's take a gander at this. All right. Here we see Mr. Dak Faden, who is in this box.
Hopefully, yeah.
No,
Foil.
not hopefully. It's in this box.
Yeah, there's a foil one, of course.
Yeah, yeah. Some nice art there. Anyway, so first thing I'd like to point out, these packs open sideways. That's really strange.
I don't think they
very
open any
strange.
different. I think the picture's just different.
They open sideways. They open sideways. All right. Let's get right into this. So for the first one, I'll look over all the commons and uncommons and stuff. And then in the future, I will not do that because there's going to be a lot of duplication. All right.
Only if there's interesting comments or uncommons. There's some good comments like brainstorm and
That's true.
swords.
I still think there's going to be a lot of duplication, so it's probably not worth it. All right. We got Silver Chase Fox. Dream Fracture.
He slays gods, by the way.
He does. Skitter of Lizards. Shoreline Ranger. Cinderwall. Wake Dancer. Gnarled Pack. Twisted Abomination. Rousing of Souls. Rapid Vigor. And now we're into the uncommons. Intangible Virtue. That's decent.
Yeah. I think we have a
We do.
set, so
Reckless Spite. Fire Shrieker. And our rare is Custody Soulbinders. It's 0/0 for 4. Comes with +1/+1 counters equal the number of other creatures on the battlefield. And you can remove them to make creatures. Flyers. Cool.
seems pretty decent.
And our conspiracy is Secret Summoning. Whenever a creature with the chosen name enters the battlefield under your control, you may search your library for any number of cards with that name, reveal them, put them into your hand, and then shuffle your library. So it makes the Squadron
Yeah,
Hawk.
build your own squadron.
Yeah.
Build your own squaddy.
All right. So that's one pack. Gone through the whole thing. And for the next one, we'll just skip around a little. All right. Go through the commons and uncommons. Okay. Uncommons. We got Deathforge Shaman, Fires of Yavimaya, Bite of the Black Rose, and something colorful. Brago, King Eternal, 2/4, flying. When it deals combat damage to a player, exile any number of target non-land permanents you control, return those cards to the battlefield under their owner's control. Love this card already. And
Flicker is your favorite ability.
Flicker is my favorite thing. And we have a lurking automaton. This is that guy that... Okay, so reveal lurking automaton as you draft it, and note how many cards you've drafted this draft round, including lurking automaton. And it enters the battlefield with +1/+1 counters on it, where X is the highest number noted for cards named lurking automaton. So this thing could be beefy.
It could be 15-15.
He could be a 15-15. There's a beefy gentleman. Probably won't ever be, but...
Yeah, if you get that last,
Yeah. Then
probably...
something's going wrong. Something's going horribly, horribly wrong. All right. So next we've got a bunch of that. Do a quick brainstorm check. Ooh, I saw a foil. All right. So we've got a Marquesas Infiltrator, Deathforge Shaman, Selvalla's Charge, and our rare is Dimir Doppelganger. It's a 3-mana 0/2 and can exile creatures from graveyards and become copies of them. And our foil is Quicksand. Not terrible.
Not terrible.
And we have Unexpected Potential. You may spend mana as though we're mana of any color to cast spells with the chosen name. All right.
So it basically gives you a free splash.
Yeah. Nifty. All right.
Okay. The rest of the pack.
What are we opening in this one here? Call it.
Call it.
Call it.
I want to say Dak, but it's probably not.
You're going to say Dak. Okay. Custody Square. Yep. Get through all these. All right. Good start so far. We have a Swords to Plowshares. Favorable Winds. Vampire Hexmage. And our rare is... It's a artifact.
Okay, so I was wrong.
You're wrong. And it's a Vidalcan Orrery. You may cast non-land cards as though they had flash. 4 mana. And we got a Secrets of Paradise. Creatures you control with the chosen name have tap to add 1 mana of any color to your mana pool. So it's a Build-A-Bird.
Yeah.
That's exciting. All right.
That needs to be combined with, like, something cheap along with the other conspiracy where you can search for. You can combine those and have, like, 4 or 5 of something.
Yeah.
Like, I can build my own bird army.
All right. Go through the commons. Okay, we have a Fires of Yavimaya.
It's our second one.
Yes. Wakestone Gargoyle. Spectral Searchlight. And our rare is Council's Judgment. That is a good one. Starting with you, each player votes for a non-land permanent you don't control. Exile each permanent with the most votes or tied for the most votes. Very good card. And we got a Cogwork Librarian. 3/3 for 4. Draft it face up. As you draft a card, you may draft an additional card from that booster pack. If you do, put Cogwork Librarian into that booster pack. So you can switch it out. And the real winner here, Squirrel Token.
Squirrel token.
Squirrel token.
I do love that squirrel token.
Yeah, Squirrel Token. All right. Moving right along.
Oh.
Go through our commons quickly. Okay. So we have a Boldweir Intimidator, Death Reap Ritual, Galvanic Juggernaut, and our rare, call it.
I'm just derping on what rares there are.
Well, it's red. It's a 4/3. It's a Heartless Hidetsugu. Deals damage to each player equal to half that player's life total rounded down. And we got a Power Play, which is you are the starting player. Okay, so this one lets you always go first. Unless everyone has one.
Unless everyone has one.
Then it does literally nothing. None of the things.
Chances of everyone having one are rather low, though.
True. All right. So no mythics so far.
That's a good thing.
Another good sign. Start off with a brainstorm.
They're all left over for me.
Yeah, they're probably all in the second half. Okay, Heckling Fiends. Explorer Scope. Skeletal Scrying, that's a good one. And our rare is multiple colors. It's a Reflecting Pool. I think we've got several of these. Oh, we also have a foil.
We don't have an English one, though.
Don't we?
No.
Is it 4 different languages?
Yes.
Okay, we got a foil Flaring Flamekin. And a Whisper Gear Sneak. Draft it face up. During the draft, you may turn it face down. If you do, look at any unopened packs in any unopened pack in the draft or any booster pack not being looked at by another player. That is very interesting.
Well, it's like you can pass someone that.
So does that mean like if they put it down, just like they're sick of looking at it, you can go ahead and steal it?
Like, after you're done looking at it, I want to look at the pack to see what you drafted from it.
Yeah. All right. Moving right along. Go through the commons. Okay. We have a Vow of Duty. Duty. A Woodvine Elemental.
Good man.
A Rato Lantern. And our rare is multicolored. A 0/0. Dax Duplicate. Almost Dak, but it is his duplicate. May have it enter the battlefield as a copy of any creature, except it gains haste and dethrone. Pretty good. Yeah. And we have a Sentinel Dispatch. At the beginning of your first upkeep, you get a 1/1 artifact with Defender.
Excellent.
Not a demon, unfortunately.
Not a demon.
Not a demon. So still no mythics yet.
Once again, they're all for me.
Yep. Hopefully that means that if you're not getting any junky mythics, you get all the good ones. Oop. All right. We have a Council Guardian. an Extract from Darkness, a Quicksand, and our rare, which is red, is an Ignition Team. Enters the battlefield with +1/+1 counters equal to the number of tapped lands. Remove it. Remove a counter. And target land becomes a 4/4. Interesting.
Seems decent.
Got a foil Quag Vampires. Unfortunately, not the foil common we're looking for. That would be a Brainstorm.
Or swords.
Or swords. And a second rare of the pack. Deal Broker. Swords is uncommon.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. You draft it face up. Immediately after the draft, you may reveal a card in your card pool. Each other player may offer you one card in his or her card pool in exchange, and you may accept any one offer. And it loots. This is a pretty good card.
Yeah.
But more importantly, Squirrel Token.
Squirrel token again.
More importantly than the double rares, Squirrel Token. Yeah, right? Start pulling from the other side here. What do we have?
Where did you put your rare?
Bunch of commons. All right, we've got a Marquesa, whatever, Smuggler. He smuggles.
Smuggle stuff?
Smuggle stuff.
I'm going to jack this.
Yeah. Mirrodin's Core, Elephant Guide.
I do like that card.
And the rare is multicolored. It's multicolored. It's a 3/3. It's a Marquesa. Hey, first mythic, not a very good one. Dethrone. Other creatures you have dethrone. Whenever a creature you control with a +1/+1 counter on it dies, return that card to the battlefield under your control at the beginning of the next end step. And we got a World Knit, mythic and a rare.
That's an excellent pack.
That's pretty good. So as long as every card in your card pool started the game in your library or in the command zone, lands you control have tapped to add 1 mana of any color to your mana pool.
Basically.
Yeah.
Perfect mana fixing.
So you play
for playing everything.
Yeah, you play all your cards, even the poopy ones.
Even the poopy ones.
And here are the commons.
I was going to say I was missing most of that pack.
Yeah, yeah. All right. Get rid of the commons. We have a Split Decision. A Lead the Stampede. A Predator's Howl. And our rare is green. It costs 1.
This is birds?
It's an exploration. Yeah,
Ooh.
it is. That is great.
Birds. Actually, I don't even think birds is in there. I don't know
No.
why I called it.
Definitely not. Although we have the Make a Bird.
Yeah.
All right, and we have a power play, makes you the starting player.
Again.
So what happens if you get 2 of those?
Well, you're the starting player, and then you're the starting player.
Yeah? You're like really, really the starting player.
Yeah.
So if you have 2 and someone else has 1, you win every time? Is that how that works?
I would vote to play that way.
Yeah, yeah. All right. Commons away. So far I think Exploration's probably the most money card that we've opened.
Yes, he'll find a home in the cube.
I'm not sure what that white thing, whose name I already forget, is worth, but anyway, a Jetting Glasskite, Barbed Shocker, Warmonger's Chariot, and the rare is black, and it's an Ill-Gotten Gains. Exile Ill-Gotten Gains. Each player discards his or her hand, then returns up to 3 cards from his or her graveyard to his or her hand. That's a lot of his or hers. And we have a Cogwork Tracker. You note the player who passed it to you. It attacks each turn if able, and it attacks that player.
So it's a Juggernaut
that's pretty mean.
Is limited.
Yeah.
You're like, sorry, I drafted this.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to kill you with it every game.
So does that mean if you're playing one-on-one matches, or you're playing against whoever like passed it to you, what happens if you're not playing against that person?
Then he still has
each turn. He just attacks each turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Okay, we got a Vow of Duty. Again, duty. Victimize.
But I don't want to be the victim.
Ruined Servitor. And a rare.
I have a story for the Ruined Servitor.
Well, let me get through this pack, and then you can tell your story. An Altar of Dementia. Sacrifice a creature. Target player puts a number of cards equal to the sacrificed creature's power from on top of his or her library into his or her graveyard. Good card. And we have a Muzzio's Preparations. Each creature you control with the chosen name enters the battlefield with an additional +1/+1 counter on it. Hidden agenda. Pretty good. And there's a spirit. All right. Story.
Yeah, with Rune Servitor.
Rune Servitor.
Originally printed in Rise of the Eldrazi.
Yep.
Probably the set that I've bought the most product from. I think I had 2 boxes, and then I also bought 1 of every card in the set. Combined total of all those, I ended up with 1 Rune Servitor, which would have came from the buy 1 of every set.
The entire set.
So I managed to never open one.
Now that's luck. If I've ever heard it. All right. That set's probably worth quite a bit now. The Eldrazi and everything in it.
Yeah.
Not as much as Zendikar, mind you. All right, we have a Sky Spirit.
Fetches.
True. We have a Sky Spirit, a Soul Catcher, Moorcut Banshee.
Ooh, good card.
And our rare, which is black, and a 4/2, is a Magus of the Mirror. Exchange life totals with target opponent. Activate it only each upkeep. Another double rare. We have a Cogwork Grinder. As you draft a card, you remove it from the draft face down. Enters the battlefield with a X +1/+1 counters on it, where X is the number of cards removed from the draft with cards named Cogwork Grinder.
That would be excellent with WorldKnit.
It would. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
So basically, like all the crap that you don't want, you can just turn into +1/+1 counters for this. And anything you don't want anyone else to have, you can turn into +1/+1 counters. That's pretty cool. And an elephant.
It'll go well with the elephant guide.
He will. All right. 4 left in my side. 1 mythic so far, and not a very good one. Go through our commons. My apologies if sometimes the cards aren't fully readable by this. This is the first time we've ever done anything like this, and I still have yet to get used to it. But hopefully that will change in the future. Treasonous Ogre. Mortify. Love this art. And the card. Gamekeeper. And our rare, which is multicolored, which is a 4/4, is Magister of Worth. I think this was the card that came with this. I would read this, but I don't want to. You vote for Gracer Contamination. Condemnation. Grace gets more votes. Each creature card from his or her graveyard returns to the battlefield. If he gets more votes or the vote is tied, destroy all creatures. Yeah. And we got a foil. It's blue. It's not a creature. It's Brainstorm.
Yeah.
It's a foil Brainstorm.
That is excellent.
And
guess who
that is awesome.
Guess who goes home in the cube?
Yeah. How much is this worth? Do you have any idea?
I don't know. I haven't looked at the conspiracy prices.
That is nice.
I know the other foil Brainstorms are in the hundreds, but I mean, this is going to bring it down. So,
well, hopefully not too much. I'm pretty sure that's the money card we've opened so far.
Yeah.
All right. We have a Cogwork Spy. Reveal it as you draft it. You may look at the next card drafted from this booster pack. Flying 2/1/3 drop. Who cares? Foil Brainstorm. Foil Brainstorm. All right. Now I don't really care that I didn't open very many mythics, because that is much more important.
That is true.
Why don't you put that off to the side and we'll throw another Brainstorm in its place. By the way, if you are interested in making videos like this, perfect set for opening, saving the packs, and then drafting it with your friends after, because it is meant to be drafted. And that's what we're doing.
Yeah, I've been repacking them all.
Yeah. Off screen, of course.
Of course.
Professionalism. All right. We have 3 left. Here's the commons. We have a Breakthrough. We have a Fire Shrieker. We have a Predator's Howl. And our rare is blue. A 0/0. Probably a clone of some sort. Oh, actually, it's probably the +1/+1 counter guy. Yay, it is. What a shock. Enters the battlefield with X +1/+1 counters, where X is the number of instants and sorceries in all graveyards. And you remove a counter to draw a card and discard a card. And we have another rare. A lot of double rare packs in this half. Poliano, the High City. So this is the one where the player to your left and the player to your right, and you choose a color, and 3 different colors.
Yeah, 3 different colors.
And then you basically have a tri-land from that. Pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Useful thing.
Not useful outside of this format, however, because
not useful outside of the format.
This card outside of this format, this card reads Well, it doesn't read anything.
Yeah, it
It reads nothing.
reads land.
Yeah,
I can play
it's a
this as
land.
land drop. I
You
can't
can- you
even
can get
have
a
it for a colorless.
You can get a landfall trigger.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
That's
That
what
might
it's
be
good for.
important if you want to get through plated geopede or something. All right, bunch of stuff. Barbed shocker. What a shocker. Wood sage. Bite of the black rose. And our rare is green. It's a 4/4. It is a wolf briar elemental. Makes wolves. Multi-kicker. 4/4 makes 2/2s. Pretty good, actually.
Yeah.
It's a reprint. We have a core chant foil. And we have a Muzzio's Preparations. It's the one that gives a creature of the chosen name +1/+1 counter when it enters. And a wolf.
You like stack those.
You could. All right. And the last one of my set, although I am pretty happy with it so far, even though we have not opened a deck, we did, however, open foil brainstorm.
The Mythics are hiding on my side.
Yeah. Hopefully the good ones. Okay, bunch of poop. Actually, there's probably some pretty good things in there, but I'm just going to call it poop. We got a Glimmer Point Stag, a Mortify, a Flaring Flamekin, and the last rare of mine, it's green, which means it is not, in fact, a DAC. It's a 0/0. It's, yeah, that dude. This is actually probably the best one. This is certainly the biggest one, I think. Enters with +1/+1 counters, where X is the total number of cards in all players' hands, and then you can remove a +1/+1 counter to search for a land card, reveal it, put it into your hand.
Yeah, pretty decent.
So if you're playing with 4 people and they have, say, 5 cards in hand, that's a 20/20 for 6 mana.
Even Emrakul has to be afraid of that.
Yeah.
Unless he's on the offensive.
Mm-hmm. All right, and we have another rare, Lore Seeker, 2/2 for 2. Like it already. Reveal Lore Seeker as you draft it. You may draft after you draft Lore Seeker. You may add a booster pack to the draft.
This can be from any set.
From any set. That is pretty cool. Each volume contains wonders. And we got a spirit token.
Real men use Arabian Night boosters.
Yeah. All right. We'll probably just use a cube when we draft these. Cube booster. That'd be kind of interesting.
That lines of
Yeah.
flavor text from Booster Tutor.
All right. So that was my half of the box. And this is the remnants of my half of the box. And now Atkst will do the other half of the box. So we'll see you for part 2. Sign us off.
Bye.
He's dancing.